terms of the environment in which we live, starting with COVID, it was always like we're 6 weeks away. For 2 years, we were 6 weeks away. We get through that. Now there's the whole kind of back and forth about hybrid work. Is it on? Is it off? We have all this craziness going on in Washington, D.C., and just this barrage of headlines, like them or hate them. It's just this barrage of change and uncertainty, a foundational rocking to our core a little bit in terms of what we can expect when we get up in the morning compared to what we had yesterday. How have you seen managing external shocks for managers to have this kind of extra layer of complexity and ambiguity that they have to help manage through with their people?
First, I'll echo your observation of the escalation of uncertainty and change that has happened recently in the United States, and across the world, but I'm more an expert on what we're doing here. I've had a lot of conversations with senior leaders in the last few weeks. I think right now we're in a period of some people are thrilled, and that's great. Some people are really scared, and there are a lot of people who are waiting for more information before they act. And this is, in fact, going back to that article on psychological safety, we wrote that as a reaction to the layoffs that started happening at a wide scale after the pandemic receded. Because we knew that anytime people were scared about their jobs, anytime job security is at risk, psychological safety tends to go way down. And it's, natural. It's about risk taking. We're just going to reduce the number of risks, the scarier and more chaotic the world seems. So I do think that this is the time to get that same message we got out then to everyone, and particularly the leaders, to say that this is not the time that you want to let people retrench and go underground and silent, because this is the time to meet the challenges of today, to meet the change and resolve the uncertainty. You actually do want everybody contributing. It seems counterintuitive that the scarier things get, the more you have to invest in this, but it is true. What do people look for when they're scared? They look for safety. So now is when we want to provide that. And you do need to continue to provide it to no matter what people's political persuasion is. Psychological safety has to include the ability to speak about whatever your interests and your preferences are. But it has to be done sort of in a fair and open and equitable way across that, so that no one's voice is silenced. But right now is a real transition point, I feel like, in American workforces that we should be addressing more proactively and intentionally.